All right, guys, we'll start with Devin Fontenot.
Hey, Devin, hope you're doing all right today, man. Congrats on another, obviously big win, big series for you guys. I mean, just how important was it for you guys to come out and close this thing out tonight? I mean, I know it was a long game and, you guys had some pretty clutch moments throughout the night. Just talk about the series win and how important it was for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, good win. It shows the character of our team being able to, fight back inning after inning there. We know what's at stake here, and we're just going to keep fighting it. And, we won this one. We're going to turn our attention to tomorrow now.
Yeah, Devin, Ron Higgins, Tiger Rag. Has this team learned how to win? Because, I mean, y'all scored a bunch of runs late in both these games, and the pitching, relief pitching, had to give up a run. Has this team finally learned how to win?
We've always known how to win, man. We've been playing this game since we were 4 years old. I mean, we just got to put it all together at one time and make our run.
Just can you describe what it was like? I mean, just being a part of a game that had 3 ties, 2 lead changes, it was just back and forth the entire way.
Yeah, like I said, we know what's at stake. It shows the character of our team. We're going to fight it. We know what we want to do here, and we're going to take care of business.
For you personally, just how comfortable did you feel out there today? It certainly looked like your velo was up and you had one of your more dominant outings. I mean, just talk about your performance tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I felt good. AJ gave us a good 6 innings or whatever. Javen got a couple big outs there, and the game was on the line, and I know what this team wants to do, and I wanted to come in and give us a shot to win the game in the late innings.
Yeah, Devin, you were kind of grunting a little bit as you were throwing there throughout your start. Or were you just like trying to get a little bit more on your fastball, just trying to get a little bit more on things?
Yeah, a little cold over here tonight, but just what it takes, man. You got to want it more than the guy in the box.
Can you take us also real quick through the play where it ricocheted off your foot? How lucky did you feel to get that bounce?
Very lucky, obviously. But I remember sticking my foot out because I knew I had a chance to kind of knock it down with my body. And then I looked back and it was going right towards Drew, and I was like, I think he can make this play, and he did. So it made me limp a little bit because it was actually my calf, but I just stretched it out in between innings and I was good to go.
All right, we're good on Devin?
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Devin. Okay, next up, we'll have AJ Labus.
AJ, obviously Auburn was able to get to you a little bit tonight with those home runs. Were those just, on those, was there a common theme on those balls? Did you leave them up in the zone or something, or was it just something that Auburn was doing? Obviously, it's a really good home run hitting team.
Yes, all the home runs they hit and all the balls they hit hard tonight was just mistakes I left over the middle of the plate and just left them up. So it's just one of those things where I just got to be better about that. And the past 2 weekends, I just been leaving balls up, and so that's one thing. Like this week, working with go back and work with AD and watch video with AD and figure it out for the last 2 starts of the regular season and for postseason.
Was there a common theme with those pitches? I mean, were they all pretty much the same pitch that you kind of left up, or was it a kind of a variation of your different pitches?
Yeah, so majority of them were fastballs I left up, and then the home run bliss, it was a changeup. So it was just, and teams like this, it was a really good hitting team, and if you make mistakes in the SEC, and then teams like this will make you pay for it, and that's what they did tonight.
Sometimes after pitching really long games, it might take, sometimes pitchers need a few starts to kind of get back. Do you feel like that could be an element kind of going on here, that after that complete game that's had a kind of a residual effect the last few weeks?
I don't think so, because with when it comes to how much I threw against Ole Miss, and then the work I did with AD during the week, and then the work I did with Travis, with the strength and conditioning aspect, that's what it's for. It's supposed to get me ready for the next start and not feel fatigued and get my arm ready to go. So I don't think that it has anything to do with my performances the past 2 weeks.
Okay, one more for AJ. We're good? Okay. All right, thanks, AJ. All right, then we'll have Jordan Thompson next, and then we'll have Coach Mainieri to wrap up.
Hey, Jordan, I mean, pretty repeatedly, you guys are making it pretty common, to have some of those late offensive surges that have helped you win a couple of games now. I mean, just how comfortable are you guys, in those kind of late game situations to where maybe earlier this year, those games kind of weren't going your way?
Yeah, I mean, all of us just know like we're never out of game. Our pitching, I mean, if we're holding it close, our hitting always has a chance to come back and making. Today we were able to do that, so it was really huge for our pitchers to be able to keep us in the game like that. So we had a chance offensively to break the game open and to get ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan, what was it just like kind of going through a game that felt sort of long, but also, I mean, like 3 ties, 2 lead changes? What was it like just kind of going through all this until it finally ended there?
I mean, everyone was focused on every pitch. I think that's what you have to do in games like that. I mean, you always have to be focused, but everything had to be perfect throughout the game because the game was so close and all that. So I think it was really great by all the guys staying up, having high energy throughout the game. So that was really huge for us.
That home run from you in the 8th, I mean, did you know pretty instantly that was going out? I mean, did you feel like you got it pretty good?
Yeah, I had a good idea that I hit it good, but I mean, you never know. And then there was a runner ahead of me, so I wasn't like sprinting out of the box. He was holding up a little bit, so I had time to like watch it. But I mean, I knew I put a good swing on it. I was hoping that it went out, and it did. So it was huge for us.
Jordan, could you explain from your perspective what happened on that play when you tagged him out and his cleat got caught in your glove?
Yeah, Milazzo made a good throw, and I dropped it, and I went to put down the tag without the ball, and then he slid into me, and his cleat got stuck inside my glove as I was picking up the ball. So as I was lifting my glove up to tag him, his foot came with me, and then I tagged him out. I mean, there was nothing really either one of us could have done to stop that from happening, I guess. But I mean, yeah, we were able to get that out, so that was good. Kind of a free play right there, I guess.
Were you kind of stunned the rule in your favor on the replay? Were you thinking they're not gonna call them out? What were you
Oh,
thinking?
no, I knew that they were going to keep it out because like me and him talked about it too. He said, I mean, there was nothing that could have been done. He knew he slid into me and his foot got caught. So there was he knew I didn't like try to pull him off the bag or anything like that. So, I mean, there was nothing that they could have really done about that. So I was pretty confident that they were going to keep the calling out.
All right, we good? Okay, thanks, Jordan. All right, Coach Mainieri to wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up. Hey, Ron.
Yeah, y'all have been here for a while.
Early day tomorrow. Buses are waiting. Questions?
Paul, I mean, how, oh, go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, Paul, the way that y'all have won the last couple of nights where you've had the late offense in the game, the relief pitching has been virtually perfect. You feel like this team's finally matured and learned how to compete in this league?
Yeah, I feel that way, Ron. I've been feeling that way for quite a while, actually. And I know it sometimes falls on deaf ears because the bottom line is what matters. But I feel like we've been improving, with each passing game, each passing weekend. Sometimes the results don't show it, but I think we've been competing really hard, and a little thing here or there has kept us from showing a better record. But some good things have been happening all the way along. But tonight was a kind of a mirror image of yesterday, really. Yeah, I thought AJ actually pitched really well. His line doesn't show it, but man, some of these ballparks in this league, when we go on the road, I keep forgetting how small these parks are. I mean, you compare them to our park, 361 in the gap, 385 to center field. Not to take anything away from these other teams because we're playing in the same park, but he gave up 3 solo home runs. So, none of them were really all that long hit. I haven't seen on TrackMan how far they were hit, but it puts a lot of pressure on pitchers. You try to throw the strikes, but they hit some balls that aren't really hit that far, and they end up being home runs. So it looks like he didn't pitch well, but I thought he really pitched well and kept his team in the game. And like you said, our bullpen was really good. I thought Javen Coleman threw the ball well. The worst thing he did was walk the batter and hit a batter, but he threw the ball well. And then Devin Fontenot did a tremendous job. And tomorrow we're gonna have to find a new closer, because Edwards, is not going to be available, nor will Fontenot. So somebody else is going to have to step up and be able to close a game for us if we're in a position to be able to do that. So, I think our bullpen has been doing a good job, and our two starters are doing a good job tomorrow. Hopefully Mikhail Hilliard will. The last time he pitched on this field, I remember it well. He outdueled Casey Mize, who I think got about an $8 million signing bonus a couple of weeks later, and he's pitching in the big leagues now. And Mikhail pitched really well, so hopefully he'll give us another performance like he did a couple of years back. But I think our guys swung the bats well tonight again. We got several clutch hits. We had a chance to do more damage. We didn't get all the clutch hits that we needed, but we got enough tonight.
Yeah, Paul, the mound meeting you had with the entire team, what was that all about?
Yeah, well, that Bliss kid is a kind of a pain in our neck. He's a really good player, and I just wanted to, Devin to know what our strategy was as far as dealing with him out there at second base. I wanted his total focus to be on the pitcher, to be on the hitter there, and I didn't really care if the kid stole third base or not in that situation. And I just really wanted him to focus on the hitter and not let that kid distract him at all. And let's make sure we just got outs. And that's what I wanted to remind him of, not worry at all about that kid at second base in that situation. But I wanted to pull everybody together so I could put it in his head, Bliss's head, that we might be putting something on a plate that give him something to think about, so he didn't get too crazy out there. Anybody else? Okay.
All right.
Good. Good night, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.